car. Peace. When hunting up at my place in North Texas, my buddy Pig Popper stopped by and sat with me in the stand for a while. At this point, we're watching 3 bucks out at 100 yards, 2 of which are in velvet, 1 of which is starting to shed its velvet.
The one that lifted its head is no longer in velvet.
The one that ran off to the right?
Yeah.
I can't see him.
And the buck that's shedding its velvet got chased off and eventually came walking towards us. There you can see some of the velvet hanging off of his right antler when he turns his head back to face us. There it is. Now the reason why the antlers don't show up very well right now is because the antlers are no longer vascularized. There's no blood flow to them, so they're not staying warm. They're at ambient temperature and they blend in with the background. Well, about 5 hours later, these guys showed up.
Optics provided by Third Coast Thermal.
From game cam images, I expected there to be 4 sows to go along with these piglets. One of the sows was extremely pregnant. She may be giving birth about this time. So here I sped up the videos. I'm waiting to see if the other sows come in. There's a second sow that's coming in from the right. Given that I'm still testing Nosler Hotel Hollow Point 140 grain ammo loaded by Custom Reloads of Dallas, I don't want to take a broadside shot unless I can get a double. I want to see if these 2 hogs will line up, and they don't. So I'm going to wait for another shot opportunity with the hopes of recovering the bullet inside of the hog. Looks like the hog under the feeder is going to be my best bet. It's going to turn lengthwise from me, severely quartered away. Here's the last portion of that shot sequence. As I get lined up on the one piglet, it looks like I already have a piglet down right here. It's down on the ground, it's prone, it's not moving. And I take my shot, and they both run away, and I figure I have no piglets. Well, when I went to go look for my hogs, the first one I found was this piglet. It had run only 10 yards. And further into the woods, I came across a sow. She'd gone a total of 60 yards.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
The sow taped in at 140 pounds, and the piglet scaled at 3.3 pounds. Well, how'd the bullet perform? Pretty good given the shot that I took. It entered below the ribs, going through the intestines, into the stomach, through the diaphragm, into the thoracic cavity. There was a lot of nastiness going through the intestines. The bullet continued through the liver, into the right lung, severing the upper lobe of the lung, and then embedding itself on the interior of the ribs and the muscle tissue. And I got some new lights for my necropsy work. They don't work as planned, and I'd like your help in explaining why. So there I've located the bullet underneath the ribs, and I need to go into the thoracic cavity to retrieve it. And here you can see the flickering that goes on that comes with the new lights. This happens with both the Psionics Aurora, and it also happens with my cell phone camera as well. So it's not a problem with the camera, it's a problem with the lights. Here I've windowed the thoracic cavity, and the upper lobe of the lung just slides right out. I'm thinking that the bullet is probably inside the lower lobe. So I'll go ahead and remove it. And I discover the bullet is not there, and I go back and check, and I've just missed it.
Got it.
Given the size of the piglet, I did not necropsy it. Suffice it to say, the bullet entered the right side, breaking 2 ribs, passing through the lungs, exiting the left side, breaking 3 ribs, evulsing part of 1 lung as well. Then, of course, the piglet ran a short distance where it collapsed. Carpe sus, my friends.